Ocho, the Bears beat the Bills 38-0. Today is the first time the Bears fan can see what Caleb Williams can do in Ben Johnson's offense. The opening drive, Williams led on a 7-play, 92-yard drive. Williams completed 5 of 6, 97 yards. 36 of those yards came on a touchdown pass to Olamide Zacchaeus. Man, I know it's the preseason, Ocho, and I don't want to get too. I don't want to get too far in front of this. But the Bears look good.
Right. Why was I just getting ready to say that? I was getting ready to say the same thing. Listen, I know what Caleb Williams can do. I've seen him at USC. I've seen flashes of him last year without someone like Ben Johnson at the helm to help him develop. Without Ben Johnson's creativity from an offensive standpoint, understanding what he can do and help Caleb get to that next level at the quarterback position. I want to talk about that goddamn Luther Burden. That goddamn Luther Burden. Boy, look good, boy. That goddamn rookie at receiver. Bro, Luther, I've never met you before, but you look good tonight. Obviously, in the preseason, people say, "Oh, it's preseason. Don't get too high, don't get too low." But you look good, boy. I've been watching the past 2 weeks. This week, I mean, it doesn't matter who's throwing the ball. I'm not sure why he's running with the 2s and the 3s.
What you mean? So he's gonna play in front of Rome Odunze and DJ Moore?
No. I obviously, I mean, 3 receivers.
Okay, Zacchaeus is in the slot.
Ooh, that's a. They got some decisions to make over there offensively because he looked
now maybe when
good.
They go 5 wides, and you saw they ran a lot of tight ends. Said they had Loveland, they had Cole Kmet. Now he is a multiple set. He is he'll run a lot of different sets. He'll go 2 tight. He'll go 3 wides. He'll go 5 wides. He'll go empty with his backs out. But this offense looked really. I thought overall, I thought they played well. I thought the defense got after the Bills. I thought the offense moved the ball, whether it was Williams or Bajet. I guess that's how you say his name. He came in with 13 of 22 for 196 and a touchdown. I thought Williams was unbelievable. The opening drive to go 92 yards on 5 or 6 passing. He had 107 yards. They had over 500 yards of offense. And like I said, I don't want to get too far in front of myself, but they look good.
Right.
But they did look good, and they're going to be a lot better because they have a guy that has an offensive mind because you got a quarterback and you need somebody that's imaginative.
Our first look at Caleb Williams and that Ben Johnson offense after all of the practice reps. What was your assessment of Williams at game speed this go round?
I think what you're seeing is the fact that Ben Johnson and the Chicago Bears coaching staff is making things as hard as possible on Caleb Williams in this current iteration of the Chicago Bears offense really is paying dividends because now, just like coaches always want, they want the practices to be harder so the game looks easy. That's what you saw tonight. You saw an offense that looks like, hey, look, all the reports coming out of Chicago about maybe them being thrown off the field and Caleb struggling and them not being clean as far as, the quarterback center exchanges or the operation as far as pre-snap penalties, that didn't show up at all, really, in any significant way. And Caleb Williams looked like the guy who everyone expected him to be last year when he came out in the draft #1 overall, as far as being clean, decisive, great footwork, operating from the pocket, can get outside the pocket when he needs to. A guy who can create, but also, a steady diet of playing within structure and with rhythm, which is exactly what Ben Johnson is known for. Just think about what he did for Jared Goff and how he enhanced his game in Detroit. I think if you're a Chicago Bears fan right now, this is exactly what you wanted to see. Now you want to see this offense continue to trend up, not get too hyped up over the fact that it was his first preseason game, but it's a great start. That's exactly what you want. That's exactly what you're looking for. And all these pieces, these fantastic pieces that GM Ryan Poles has put together on the perimeter, on top of really solidifying the interior 3 of this offensive line and making sure that Caleb Williams doesn't get pressure in his face, it's all coming together like a nice puzzle right now. And I think once they hit week 1, there's going to be some growing pains, but I think now you probably take a deep breath and have a sigh of relief thinking maybe they're further ahead than what maybe some of the reports were coming out of there, albeit preseason, but you'll take this rather than the alternative.
Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up. The Chicago Bears just sent shockwaves through the NFL with a jaw-dropping 38-0 annihilation of the Buffalo Bills in their 2025 preseason clash at Soldier Field. This wasn't just a win, it was a statement. A statement that ended a 31-year preseason shutout drought. A historic moment that has Bears fans roaring louder than ever. Under the brilliant guidance of new head coach Ben Johnson, the Bears didn't just play a game, they unleashed a revolution. But can this electrifying performance signal the dawn of a new era? Or is it just preseason hype? Let's dive into the chaos and find out. But what made this beatdown so special? Let's zoom in on the man at the center of it all, Caleb Williams and his electrifying debut in Ben Johnson's high-octane offense. Caleb Williams. The name alone sparks debates, fuels dreams, and ignites controversy. The #1 overall pick in the 2024 NFL Draft stepped onto the field for his first preseason action, and oh boy, did he deliver. Reports from training camp painted a picture of struggle, sloppy exchanges, pre-snap penalties, and doubts about whether this USC prodigy could handle the NFL spotlight. But on the 17th of August, 2025, Williams silenced the doubters with a performance that was nothing short of spectacular. On his opening drive, he marched the Bears 92 yards in just 7 plays, completing 5 of 6 passes for 97 yards, capped by a 36-yard touchdown laser to Olamide Zaccheaus. His stat line: 6 of 10 for 107 yards, a touchdown, and a sizzling 130. A zero passe rating, clean footwork, quick decisions, and poise under pressure. Williams looked like a veteran, not a second-year quarterback. Ben Johnson's offense, known for elevating Jared Goff to new heights in Detroit, is now molding Williams into a potential superstar. But here's the question burning in every Bears fan's mind. Is this the real Caleb Williams? Or just a preseason mirage? The NFL world is buzzing, and the critics who called him overrated are eating their words tonight. Williams set the tone. But the Bears' dominance didn't stop there. Let's talk about the unsung heroes, the backups who turned this game into a full-blown massacre. When Caleb Williams took a seat after 2 drives, you'd think the Bears' momentum would fizzle. Think again. Backup quarterback Tyson Bagent stepped in and turned Soldier Field into his personal playground. Bagent led 3 second-quarter touchdown drives, finishing 13 of 22 for 197 yards and a touchdown. His poise, athleticism, and play-action mastery had fans chanting his name. Then there's the ground game. Oh, what a show. Ian Wheeler, back from a devastating injury last year, bulldozed his way to 19 carries for 80 yards and 2 touchdowns. Newly acquired Britton Brown wasn't far behind, pounding out 16 carries for 73 yards and a score. Together, the Bears racked up 171 rushing yards on 43 carries and 3 touchdowns, while outgaining the Bills 343-22 by halftime. That's not a typo, 343-22. This wasn't just depth, it was dominance. But here's the kicker. With Case Keenum sidelined by injury, has Bagent locked up the QB2 spot? Some say he's more than a backup, he's a future starter. Controversy? You bet. The Bears' roster is stacked, but can they keep this fire burning when the regular season hits? The offense was a juggernaut, but let's not forget the other side of the ball. The Bears' defense turned the Bills' backups into a punching bag. Let's break it down. If you thought the Bears' offense was relentless, wait until you hear about their defense. Chicago's defensive unit, led by the ferocious Amen Ogbongbemiga and Ruben Hippolyte II, made the Bills' backups look like they forgot how to play football. Buffalo's quarterbacks Mike White, Mitchell Trubisky, and Shane Buechele were under siege, completing just 11 of 24 passes for a measly 55 set passer rating. The Bears' defense forced incompletions on over half of Buffalo's attempts and racked up multiple sacks, with Austin Booker and Andrew Billings leading the charge. By halftime, the Bills had just 22 yards of offense and 1 first down. This was a masterclass in defensive brutality, a shutout that hadn't been seen in Chicago for 31 years. But here's the controversy. The Bills sat their starters, including MVP Josh Allen. Does this diminish the Bears' dominance? Or is it a sign that Chicago's defense is ready to terrorize the NFL? Bears fans, you tell us this unit looks scary, but can they do this against the league's elite? The Bears were clicking on all cylinders, but injuries cast a shadow over this victory. Let's dive into the dark side of this dominant night. Amid the fireworks of a 38-0 rout, a storm cloud looms over Chicago. The injury bug struck hard, and it's got Bears fans holding their breath. Second-year defensive end Austin Booker, who was tearing through the Bills with 5 sacks in the first half, went down with a knee injury. Cornerback Terrell Smith was carted off with a knee injury before halftime. Defensive end Dominique Robinson, rookie wide receiver J.P. Richardson, and running back Deion Hankins also left with ankle and knee issues. This isn't just a bump in the road, it's a potential crisis. Booker was on pace for a breakout season with 4-5 preseason sacks already. Smith was a key depth piece in the secondary. With the regular season looming, these injuries could derail Chicago's momentum. The Bears' depth stepped up tonight, but can they weather this storm? Critics are already whispering, is this a sign of fragility, or will Chicago's roster prove too deep to crack? The clock is ticking, and the pressure is on. Injuries aside, one player stole the show with his grit and talent. Let's shine a spotlight on rookie Luther Burden III and what he means for this Bears offense. Enter Luther Burden III, the second-round rookie who's turning heads and breaking ankles. Running with the second-team offense, Burden caught all 3 of his targets for 49 yards, including a 22-yard catch and run that had fans out of their seats. But it's not just his hands, his blocking was a game-changer, springing Ian Wheeler and Britton Brown for touchdowns with devastating downfield blocks. Head coach Ben Johnson says Burden needs time to earn his trust. But let's be real, this kid is a problem. With DJ Moore, Rome Odunze, and Olamide Zaccheaus already in the mix, Burden adds another weapon to an offense that's looking downright explosive. Is he the missing piece to make this Bears attack unstoppable, or will his inexperience hold him back? The NFL is on notice, and Chicago's future looks bright. Burden's emergence is thrilling, but what does this all mean for the Bears' future? Let's wrap up with the big picture and a call to action for you, the fans. The Chicago Bears didn't just win a preseason game, they made history. A 38-0 hutout, their first in 31 years, has turned heads and sparked hope. Caleb Williams proved he's no bust, delivering a near-perfect debut in Ben Johnson's dynamic offense. Tyson Bagent and the backups showed this team has depth for days. The defense, a relentless force that left Buffalo's backups in shambles. But let's not get carried away, it's preseason, and the Bills sat their starters. The real test comes in Week 1 against the Minnesota Vikings on Monday Night Football. Can Williams handle the pressure of a regular season spotlight? Will the injuries to key players like Austin Booker and Terrell Smith haunt this team? And most importantly, is this the year Chicago finally breaks through? The Bears outgained Buffalo 519 to 98 yards, held an 18-1 first down edge, and posted a combined 112-0 passer rating from their quarterbacks. Those numbers don't lie, this team is trending up, but we want to hear from you. Are the Bears for real, or is this just preseason hype? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, and subscribe for more NFL breakdowns. Chicago is rising, and we're here for every heart-pounding moment.